Welcome families, presenters, and the class of 2020. Thank you all for being here. It has been my pleasure to serve as your principal this year. Today we celebrate some of the many accomplishments of our graduating class. All of our seniors have made the most of their time and talents and have given our school many reasons to be proud. This graduating class has dedicated their time to not only academics, but also to community service and leadership, to part-time jobs, helping out with responsibilities in the home, and to countless other duties in addition to their schoolwork. Students participated in clubs, volunteer organizations, mentoring programs, peer tutoring, and other activities requiring their dedication and leadership. Members of this graduating class have been accepted to colleges in all corners of our country, earning a variety of scholarships based on leadership and academic excellence. We have several members of our graduating class who have chosen the honorable path of military service to our nation, and many students planning to utilize the comprehensive training programs offered at Cape Fear Community College, whose future careers will help enrich our New Hanover County trade and business economy. For some students, the path is still unknown, but their options are vast as they step into the next chapter of their young adult lives. All of these students have made us proud, and we appreciate their contributions dearly. Without further ado, we will now recognize our seniors. The New Hanover County Schools Board of Education Scholarship for Future Teachers is given to a student who has a desire to pursue a career in teaching. This scholarship is given to a student who wishes to attend an accredited North Carolina college or university of their choice in a teacher education program. This year, the New Hanover County Schools Board of Education Scholarship goes to Emma Brinkley. The North Carolina Teaching Fellows Scholarship is given to a student committed to teaching special education or a STEM, science, technology, engineering, or mathematics field in a North Carolina public school. This year, Hoggard is proud to have a Teaching Fellow recipient, Gracie Mills.
The People Helping People High School Scholarship Program for four-year public university students was established in 2004 by the State Employees Credit Union Foundation. One scholarship will be available at each of the state's public high schools for a student who will enroll at one of the state's 16 campuses of the University of North Carolina. This year, John T. Hoggard's recipient is Reagan McGowan.
The National Guard Scholarship provides financial assistance to students who wish to attend college and enlist in the Guard. These three students all earn these benefits because of the exceptional scores they got on the Armed Services Vocational Aptitude Battery exam. They have shown selfless service by making a commitment to serve and protect our community in the North Carolina Army National Guard. We are proud to announce this year's National Guard Scholarship recipients. Grayson Rosa, Kelsey Robertson, Logan Larson, the Marine Option Naval Reserve Officer Training Board Scholarship provides an opportunity to learn and attend one of the approved NROTC colleges and universities. This scholarship gives students the chance to take naval science classes and spend their first 2 summers learning about the Navy and Marine Corps while spending their third summer attending Officers Candidate School in Quantico, Virginia. We are proud to announce this year's winner, Robert Murray. The National Army ROTC Scholarship is awarded based on academic, athletic, and leadership merit. This scholarship covers full tuition, and Hoggard is honored to have the recipient this year. Please congratulate Abigail Fairchild on receiving the scholarship. The Air Force ROT Scholarship is based on academics and physical fitness. Those who accept this scholarship agree to become a member of the U.S. Air Force. Please congratulate Bradley Boaz on receiving this scholarship.
From 1968 to 1988, Hoggard had known but one men's basketball coach in the school's history. His name was Jim Hebby, and our old gymnasium bears his name. In the summer of 1969, Coach Hebby's 10-year-old son was killed at Wrightsville Beach while standing under a lifeguard stand when he was struck by lightning. In honor of Coach Hebby's son, the James Hebby Jr. Award is given each year to a senior in the varsity men's basketball program. It is given to a young man who exhibits the following qualities: great character, leadership, honesty, service to their community, willingness to put others before himself, and great integrity. This year's recipient of the James Hebby Jr. Award is Jackson Massey.
Hoggard's parent, teacher, and student organization supports the student, teachers, and staff of Hoggard High School in various ways, such as teacher grants, student scholarships, academic award recognition, free yearbook raffles, and staff appreciation events. The John T. Hoggard PTSO Scholarship offers 4 graduating senior scholarships. This scholarship is based on high school achievement and does not have a grade point requirement. This year's recipients are Garrett Goschechter, Aubrey Heidall, Jackson Massey, and Leah Schwarber.
The William H. Craig Scholarship is given to students who exhibit strong character inside and outside of the classroom. These students model kindness, motivation, integrity, and serve as role models for future generations regarding the betterment of humanity. These students have a strong desire to contribute to their community and will strive to give back in the future. This year, John T. Hoggard's recipients are Lucas Snoddy and Sata Blue.
August 2019 marked the 33rd annual BB&T Football Jamboree event to kick off the high school football and cheerleading seasons. In its history, BB&T has used the money raised from the Jamboree event to provide over $1 million in scholarships to local student athletes. Each year, the event raises money for 2 $1,000 scholarships to be granted to an outstanding cheerleader and football player from each participating school. This year's recipients of the BB&T Jamboree Scholarship from Hoggard Cheerleading are Andrea Hoff, and from Hoggard Football, Christopher Redmond.
National Merit Scholarship Program is an academic scholarship competition administered by the National Merit Scholarship Corporation. To be considered for a National Merit Scholarship, students must submit a detailed scholarship application, which includes essays and information about extracurricular activities, achievements, awards, and leadership positions. Congratulations to Sesha Patel for winning this national scholarship.
A few years ago, the athletic department established an award to honor 2 of the finest people that have ever been a part of Hoggard High School. Sheila Bowles was the head men's basketball coach and athletic director, and Jane McFadden was the school treasurer for many years. Even though they are both retired now, they continue to support Hoggard in any way they can, which sometimes includes coming out and doing landscaping work at our stadium. Sheila and Jane bleed Hoggard blue, and and this award recognizes athletes that have devoted themselves to Hoggard both on and off the courts or fields and are great representatives of what being a Viking is all about. This year's female recipient is Jenna Pellizzari, and the male recipient is Garrett Manning.
The National Beta Club Award is based on a number of factors with an emphasis on academic excellence, demonstrated leadership, commendable character, school and community service, as well as participation in National Beta Club activities. Congratulations to Emily Ball, who is a National Beta Club Award recipient.
Gary Ray was a jewelry sales team member at Perry's Emporium. He stayed there for over 18 years. Gary was a lifetime supporter of Hoggard football. In 2008, at the age of 45, Gary had a heart attack and passed away. As a player, Gary played a year behind his older brother and never made first string. However, he was recognized and respected by his teammates for always giving his all. Gary's love for Hoggard football continued after high school. You could find him in attendance at every home game and most away games. He was incredibly proud to be able to make the trip to Wake Forest University in 2007 and watch his Hoggard team come home with a state title. Perry's Emporium has honored Gary every year since 2008 with a $1,250 scholarship for an offensive and defensive player from Hoggard football. This year's recipients are Chance Courtney and Tyler Ryan. The Scott Braswell Scholarship represents a student athlete who draws the same characteristics that Coach Braswell had in his 18 years as a teacher, athletic director, and head football coach here at Hoggard. He led the Hoggard football team to 12 conference titles and a state championship in 2007. This scholarship goes to someone who embodies what Coach Braswell brought to Hoggard. A humble leader, a person who puts an emphasis on the big team, little me concept, a student athlete who is a fierce competitor, a person who gives his or her all for the sport that they're representing here at Hoggard, and a positive role model for the Hoggard family. This year, the Scott Braswell Award will present two $1,000 scholarships. The first recipient is Rex Hardy. The second recipient of the Scott Braswell Award is Macon Sumner.
The 7-Star Award is presented each year to a Hoggard student athlete in memory of a young boy who did not live to go to high school. It is given with a sincere hope that the receiving of this award would inspire the recipient to live a happier and more fulfilling life by furthering the principles he or she demonstrated in being selected. The 7 qualities are leadership, unselfishness, holding no grudge towards another, ability to love those who do not love you, ability to focus on a goal, ability to let go of worry, and the ability to never give up. This year's female recipient is Grace Howe. And the male recipient is Mark Patz.
This award is named after James Randall Creasy, who was an extraordinary math teacher at Hoggard High School until his untimely death in 2003. Mr. Creasy was by trade an electrical engineer but found his passion teaching physics and mathematics. He was adept at challenging his AP Calculus students as he was supporting his lower level Algebra 1 students. Mr. Creasy loved sports, especially the teams of his alma maters, Valparaiso University and the University of Illinois, and he used sports to forge relationships with staff and students. By far, though, Mr. Creasy loved Hoggard High School. He attended so many student performances and Hoggard sporting events that he was honored with his silhouette on the old gym's wall, holding his always present styrofoam cup of black coffee. The recipient of the 2020 James Creasy Scholarship is Daniel Chang.
The mission of the John T. Hoggard Athletic Booster Club is to develop, promote, and support projects and activities for the Hoggard Athletic Department and all of its teams. One way in which this is done is the Athletic Booster Club scholarships. Today, we would like to recognize the following individuals for their positive contributions to Viking athletics. This year's recipients are Jenna Pellizzari, Claire Emma Britt, Grace Howe, Grace Meyer, Cheyenne Kirk, Sebastian Idera, Neil Phillips, Saltal Blue, Brian Sayenez Alaves, and Julian Carano Shepard.
The Hoggard Senior Community Service Honor Corps celebrates students who have dedicated at least 100 hours of community service to Wilmington and specifically to John T. Hoggard High School during their 12th grade year. These hours are separate from other service hours completed for Hoggard student organizations and showcase a commitment to making a lasting difference in our community. We thank these seniors for their commitment to service and acknowledge the impact they have made as a Hoggard student. This year's recipients are Ellie Hannum, and Brooke Yingling.
The Female Athlete of the Year was a two-sport star that led her basketball and soccer team to multiple conference championships, in addition to being an excellent student and a person of high character. Our Female Athlete of the Year is Claire Emma Britt. Our Male Athlete of the Year was a 4-year member of the men's swimming and diving team that won multiple conference championships and a North Carolina High School Athletic Association Regional Championship this year. Our Male Athlete of the Year is Jeffrey Settlemeyer.
ACT Work Keys assessments measure a range of hard and soft skills relevant to any occupation, at any level, and across industries, and help measure the workplace skills that can affect job performance. Several students earned the platinum level of certification, meaning the individual score at least a level 6 on each of the assessments and has the necessary skills for 99% of the jobs in the Work Keys database. The platinum students for Hoggard High School this year are Gregorio Aguirre Hernandez, Griffin Batchelder, Mitchell Bowling, Logan Boldeck, Parker Bowles, Alan Coble, Benjamin Cross, Clinton Graham, Patrick Iamamadio, Merrick Jones, Jackson Keller, Colin Lawrence, Nathan London, William Moore, Mark Mormondo, Connor Sadowski, Connor Tapia, and Logan Walters.
Last year, our coaching staff established the Hoggard Scholar Athlete Award to recognize a high-character male and female student who participated in athletics while performing at an extremely high level in the classroom throughout their high school career. This year's female recipient is Tara Santman, and the male recipient is Nicholas Hargrove.
The John T. Hoggard Award is presented to one boy and one girl in the senior class. This is the oldest and most established award here at Hoggard. The individuals who win this award are outstanding in leadership, scholarship, and service, as well as character. This year's female recipient is Emma Claire Lisk, and the male recipient is Jackson Massey. The Viking Award is presented to one boy and one girl in the senior class each year. This award was set up by Student Council in 1970 to honor students who have commendable academic achievement, outstanding leadership, and service to Hoggard High School. This year's female recipient is Abigail Tank, and the male recipient is Robert Murray. We are very proud of our senior class and all that they have achieved while at Hoggard. Many of our students were offered and accepted various scholarships that we'd like to display for you now. The following scholarships were self-reported by our students and in total amounts to $5,277,585.
While we can't list or record everything we generally like to highlight during our senior award ceremony, please check out our link for all senior names listed that highlights the Presidential Scholars, NC Scholars, PTSO Academic Awards, and WorkKey certifications. Your academic award pins can be picked up at a date to be determined. Thank you for being here and sharing in our celebration of Hoggard's Class of 2020 accomplishments.